15. I feel like with Isis, she's my youngest girl, and I just want to
You want to get it
break
right.
this cycle.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
get it right, so that we can get on track where we don't have to worry about this kind of thing.
Elena, your daughter is how old? You have two.
I have two girls. My oldest, Femia, is 8, and then I have my middle daughter is 6.
Okay, and Femia was asking you a certain word and what it means about the word.
Yes, I was shocked, actually.
You can say the word, we'll bleep you.
I had been just that day to my girlfriend's house and said, when do you think it's time to start talking about stuff like that? And then right at the dinner table, she said, Mom is real word. And I almost choked on my food, and I thought, where's her father when I need him now? And I said, yes, it's a real word. And then, of course, what follows is, well, what does it mean? And so I'm, racing to think, okay, because I was really shocked. My girls like to watch Animal Planet. And on Animal Planet, they talk a lot about mating. And so they seem to handle mating well. So I said, well, it means to mate. Of course, I explained to her that it's not a word that we use, that it's improper and not polite. We don't say that word.
Your 6-year-old came home singing a song.
Yeah, this is another time. I almost had a car accident because I'm driving, and my 6-year-old was singing a song, and it says something about, I can't think of the name of the song, but it says like sexophonic in it. And she said, just out of the blue, she goes, I know what sex is. And I said, well, what is sex, Rhea? And she said, well, sex is when a girl gets dressed real pretty so that she can attract a boyfriend. And I just left it at that. I thought, okay, I can deal with that.
Then we've got Tony. What did your 5-year-old say that shocked you? This is pretty shocking, too.
Yes. Actually, she spent the night at a friend's house. They're great friends, the parents. They're really, really good and everything. And she went over there, and when I went to pick her up, me and her older sister driving home in the car, and she's like, Mom, she kept saying, Mom, I have to tell you something, I have to tell you something. So I'm like, okay, go ahead, what is it? She says, such and such said, could I kiss her cat? So I'm driving, I'm like, oh, I asked her, I said, well, what did you do? Did you kiss it? And she said, no. I said, girl, pull your pants and panties up. So it turned into
the girl pulled her panties down for your daughter?
I guess she woke up, and the little girl was standing there, with her pants and panties down, and said, kiss my cat. I just felt that, I knew that she knew what was right and wrong, whether I'm there or not.
Okay.
So I was fine with that.
Then we have Jen. Jen, you have daughters. How old are your daughters?
5 and 6.
5 and 6. And what do you talk to them about when it comes to sex?
We don't talk about it. We're very conservative, I guess you would say. But she was 5 years old at the time, last year in kindergarten. She came home and said, Mommy, this little boy keeps kissing me. Every morning I walk in and I'm like, huh? And I said, excuse me, and then she's come back the next day and said, Mommy, he kissed me again. I was like, okay, now we can't have this. I said, we're not going to tolerate this. I said, the next time he does this, please go to your teacher and let your teacher know. And the teacher took care of it right away.
And the teacher took care of it. When we come back, we're going to see the kids. And just like the older kids were asked age-appropriate questions about sex, their children are asked age-appropriate questions about sex. And we'll see what they have to say. We'll be right back. So, when should you talk to your kids about sex? So when did your parents talk about sex with you? We're going to check out what happened when these moms, much younger kids, sat down with Dr. Debbie, and they answered questions that Dr. Debbie felt were age-appropriate. Check this out.
Do you know how moms and dads get babies?
I don't really know how they form, but I think they're formed from cells.
From where?
God.
From God. They come from God. What have you heard from your friends at school?
Some of them say they came hospital.
At the hospital, okay.
The baby comes from the doctor.
The baby comes from the doctor. Where does the doctor get the baby?
The doctor gets the baby at the babysitter.
And then how does the baby come out of the mom?
There's a little door in your stomach.
From my stomach?
The doctor pulls them out. It's like this little thing that opens up, and then that's how the baby gets out.
How are boys' and girls' bodies different?
Girls wear dresses and boys don't. Some boys don't shave their legs. They have different private spots.
Okay, different private spots. What are their private spots called?
Penis and peachy. The better and the boys, they bring their eyebrows if they don't put lipstick on. Because they're boys.
Show me. Like that. How else are boys and girls different?
Girls get periods.
Girls get periods. And what's a period?
It's the end of a sentence.
Whose daughter said that? That was your daughter? She said a period's the end of a sentence. Very sweet. Come on out here, little ladies. Hello, ladies. Young ladies, how are we? Good. Okay, so Femia, is it Femia or Femia?
Femia.
Femia. Now, I was very impressed with your talk about cells and the door to a cell. What was the question?
How the baby gets out.
Yeah, how a baby comes, how a baby's made, and you said it was with a cell. Explain that some more.
I think I read it from a book that babies form from cells in the mother's body.
Very nice. I think that's very close. Very accurate. Very good, Mom. Very good. Okay, Rhea, you said babies are from God. Tell us who told you that.
My mom.
Your mommy. Very nice. Tomiko, you said boys don't put on lipstick. How else are boys different?
Because they have different hairs.
They have different hairs? You're so cute. Okay. And Lindsay, you said that the doctor gets the baby from the babysitter. Very cool. So where does the babysitter get the baby, though?
At the doctor.
Very nice. It's like a circle of love that just continues round and round. Okay. Now, where did you learn about periods, Isis?
From my sister.
From your sister. And what'd your sister say?
They said only girls can get periods.
That's true. Okay, and the last thing I want to ask is, tell me what a period is. You.
It's something that comes at the end of a sentence to like pause.
That is so true. And we're going to take a period right now and a pause, and the little ladies can go on back. Go on backstage. Thank you so much. Give me a hug. Oh, so sweet. That's so sweet. Thank you for that hug. We'll be right back. We're going to talk some adult stuff without the kids. Dr. Debbie, let's break down some age stuff. What should you tell your child before 2 when it comes to sex, or should you not tell them anything?
Well, you know, they're not saying too much during that time period, but this is a great time for you to get comfortable starting to say words when you're bathing them or changing their diapers, like, I'm bathing your penis now, I'm, you know, putting some lotion on your labia.
Okay. Ages 2 to 5.
2 to 5, kids are really just starting to learn how boys and girls are different then, and they're learning what a boy is and what a girl is, and that these things don't change. So this is really, you know, getting familiar with body part names and learning good touch, bad touch, and just really the basics there.
Now, you know, I don't have children, but moms, a lot of the times, are saying that kids masturbate.
Yes.
At what age do they start touching themselves?
Well, actually, even in the womb, we have images of boys and girls touching their genitals. So
Really?
the parts are there, they're in working order, and even as babies and toddlers, they do. And most parents will see this in their children. So that's common. Teachers see it. And, you know, you hear all kinds of stories where, you know, I know a woman who said she walked in the room and a little girl was masturbating with a stuffed animal, and she was babysitting this girl, and she told her mom, and the mom said, oh, yeah, she had a hard day at school. She'll be done in 10 minutes. So just like teenagers and adults, kids do it more often when they're stressed. And
when you
even
catch
more
your
often
kid,
when
what
they
are you
have
supposed to
diaper.
say? You catch your little
You know,
son or daughter.
generally, we say things like, pediatricians will say, you know, that's okay to do, but do it in a private area, like in your bedroom or the bathroom, so they don't feel bad about their body, but they learn it's not okay for the family room and it's not okay for science class.
Okay, for more information on how to talk to your kids about sex, we just ended at about 5 years old or so. Go to TyraShow.com. We take it all the way till they're 18 years old. What you should say about sex, TyraShow.com. Thanks for watching Fierce and Love.